An Extravaganza field weekend has come and gone, and today we'll be looking at the deck list that will still be legal as we head on into the next ban list. Make sure you guys smash up the crap out, subscribe, so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Yeah, that is Adamancipator. So this is Matthew Bowers' 11th place list. There's 164 players at the last Extravaganza for the format. A lot of players stepped up to the bat to kind of try out new things. You know, it's the last event of the format. We can try to top with some relatively cool, spicy stuff. And Matthew said, you know what? Today I want to play Adamancipator. And it ended up working out. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what this deck will bring to the table as we head on into future releases here. Because quite honestly, nothing's changed for this deck. This deck can still make the same cool combos it did. And you know what? Big boards are quite really good. So we have 3 copies of Adamancipator Analyzer, 2 copies of the Draw 1 Egg, triple copies of the Researcher, and triple copies of Seeker. Then we have 1 copy Doki Doki, triple copies of Droll and Lockbird. This card's really good, by the way. We have triple copies of Quackimero Guardian, triple copies of Supplier, triple copies of Parallel Exceed, 1 copy of Plague Spreader Zombie, 1 Lampsies, triple copies of Roxy's, triple copies of Adamancipator Signs, triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, triple copies of Lightning Storm, 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 copy of everybody's favorite Draw 1 card, Upstart Goblin. Then down here in the extract, we have 1 Almirage, 1 Meow Meow Mew, 1 copy of Do Doodle Doop Doop, 1 copy Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Hulk, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Apollosa, 1 Gallon Granite, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 copy of Borrowed Savage, Repite, Leonite, and Dragite. Side deck here, we have triple copies of Lancia, 1 copy of Pankratops, triple copies of Nibiru, 1 Arby's Featherduster, triple copies of Pointer of the Red Lotus, 1 Red Reboot, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up the, well, interesting take on Adamancipator. Keep in mind, I think it's interesting that we are playing the Boral Sword over the Access Code Talker, though Access Code Talker's price has pretty much far exceeded anything that we really would have expected at this point. This card also giving you more of that push and gas to the floor to go. As long as you got the extra monster on the field, you should OTK your opponent through this. So that's actually kind of important as well. Though you do trade off, like I said, that potential for blowing up cards that your opponent might have. But I understand the reasoning either or here. So yes, Boral Sword for those OTK pushes is quite nice. Next up, we have Unchained. Hey, now this Unchained deck is massively teched out here. Like, there's a lot going on here. So this is Brandon Thompson's 14th place list. And I will say here, we have DeFi in here. And we are packing in frickin' Vanity's Rulers, man. You know, along with Macrocosmo. This deck shifted into such an anti-meta pattern here that it definitely, so you utilize all that floating capabilities just to punish your opponent. I actually think that's quite good. Like, 5 potential macro monsters is pretty good. So I have 2 copies of Abominable Unchained Soul, triple copies of Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring, triple copies of Dimension Shifter, 1 copy of Unchained Soul of Disaster, triple copies of Unchained Soul of Ruha, triple copies of Rakia, and triple copies of Sarama. Same basic structure that we've been going on here for a while. Then we have 2 copies of Vanity's Ruler. So quite honestly, getting 2 monsters on the field to deploy this isn't that hard at all. Like, I think it's like the coolest advantage that you have with this deck is like, yeah, you float, yeah, you deploy this. You pretty much win the game at that point. So very, very good. We have triple copies of Abomination's Prison, 1 Dimensional Fissure, triple copies of Pot of Extravagance, and then we have triple copies of Abominable Unchained, triple copies of Escape, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, 1 Macro, 1 Skill Drain, triple Torrential Tribute, and then we have 1 copy of Trap Trick here, wrapping up the main deck here. Definitely pretty interesting stuff here. Alright. In the next deck we have 1 Dingerisu, triple copies of Soul of Rage, triple copies of Unchained Soul of Anguish, triple copies of Unchained Abomination, 1 Bomber Dragon, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Black Luster Soldier, and 1 Access Code. Side deck here we have triple Droll and Lockbird, 2 Ghost Bell in the Haunted Mansion, triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Lightning Storm, triple copies of Evenly Match, and 1 copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up, quite honestly, one of the heaviest anti-meta decks that I've seen in a very, very long time. All right, just remember, these good cards are here. Opening up Shifter, it's good. All right, because, you know, none of these good cards have to literally touch the graveyard in order to resolve. Good times, man. I'm so happy here. Now, this next one's going to make a lot of people sad. So this is, yes, this is, yeah, Mystic Mind Burn. So here's the interesting thing about this. I know a lot of people hate this deck, but Goddess Gold's Oracle is banned for remote duel events because you technically can't interact with your opponent to top check their deck. So Mystic Mind needed to find a way to forego that conclusion. So it looks like we've just dropped the Goddess Gold Oracles to have heavier access to Prohibition. You just, at that point, call what you think your opponent's going to play. So yes, this is Mystic Mind, win the game through Final Countdown. The deck piloted by Eugene Bazemore, getting 4th place, actually. So we have triple copies of Dimension Shifter, 2 copies of Planet Pathfinder, and 2 copies of Silent Wabi. Okay, we also have 1 card Demise, triple copies of Demise and Lamb, triple copies of Field Barrier, 1 Final Countdown, 2 copies of Left Arm Offering, triple copies of Mystic Mind, triple copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, triple copies of Pot of Duality, triple copies of Pot of Prosperity, and triple copies of Prohibition with 1 Terraforming. So it all feels very basic-y to me. And we also have triple copies of Dark Bribe, 1 Metaverse, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up the main deck here. Down in the extra deck, we have 1 Secure Boy, 2 copies of Link Karibo, 1 copy of Link Spider, 1 Nightmare, 2 Nightmare, 1 copy of the Imduk, 1 copy of Ra-Ram. Man, we just really find the most random stuff to put in this extra deck. We have 2 copies of Scrap Dragon, 1 Omega, 2 Fossil Skull Knight, and 2 copies of Venentis. And then we have triple copies of Mono Wado. So hey, hear me out here. You drop this bad boy on the field, go ahead and, you know, Mystic Mind your opponent, do whatever you want to do. Set up your combo in however means that you want, and then just laugh at your opponent as this card silently returns back to your hand, and you get free negatsies. That's how the world works. We have triple copies of Dark Road No More, triple copies of Curse Seal the Forbidden Spell, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and triple copies of Heavy Storm Duster, wrapping up everybody's truly favorite Mystic Mind strategy. Like I said, I think it's very interesting that even without Goddess Gold's Oracle, this deck found a way to evolve and to be a pain in everybody's butt. So, let's give it up. So, last list I have for you guys here. This is from, what was it, the Latin America event. They got 10th place at it. It's Paulo Rumen's list, and this is new format here. 1 Misk, by the way. All right, remember that. This deck can still do things. So we have 2 copies of Animador Archosaur, triple copies of Baby Ceratosaurus, and then we have the Beat Raptor. Negate the effects of monsters in the extra monster zone while this card is in the main monster zone. Okay. When destroyed by battle, you can special summon the Beat Raptor. But hey, having a monster that can negate the effects of monsters in the main or in the extra monster zone is a really good thing for this deck to have. I actually definitely look forward to seeing more results from the extra inclusion of this card in decks going forward. We also have 1 Pankratops, 1 copy Giant Rex, 1 Misk, 1 Pterodon, triple copies of Gamma, 1 Scrap Raptor, triple copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor, 1 copy of Listogasm, 2 copies of the Ultimate Conductor Machine, 1 copy of Driver, 1 Called by the Grave, 2 copies of Double Evolution Pill, 1 copy of Dragonic Diagram, triple copies of Fossil Dig, triple copies of Lightning Storm, triple copies of Lost World, triple copies of Mystic Mind, triple copies of Pot of Prosperity, and 1 Terraforming. Yeah, that's actually triple Mystic Mind. Talk about a massive, like, punch in a lot of people's faces. Sometimes you have to grind down the format, though. You can't really help what you have to do. Down in the extra deck, we have 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Lambda, 1 Pentastag, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 copy of Dugaris, 1 Baguski, 1 Logia, 2 Dolka, 1 Castel, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 copy of Omega. Side deck here, we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of Droll and Lockbird, triple copies of Nibiru, 2 copies of Twin Twisters, 1 copy of Red Reboot, and triple copies of Solemn Steelreich, wrapping up Paul's very interesting take on Dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm actually just kidding. Dino Go Roar. I'm actually very excited to see actually how this deck will evolve in a post-ban list scenario as well. So guys, what do you think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash up the crib out, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day with some more cool, awesome content. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.